Hello and welcome to another episode of Old World Agriculture. In this episode we'll cover the luxury food and ornamental plants of the 15th century AD in the Renaissance court of the Este family, found in Ferrara, northern Italy. The paper I'm referencing is by Giovanna Bossi. During the 15th to 17th century, several examples of increases in wealth, such as what is found in the nobility, have made an appearance. The level of wealth available to an organization or nobility is based entirely on what materials they had to occupy themselves with. In most cases, the best representative of wealth would be food and luxury items. So this researcher attempted to go through different dig sites of former nobility to see what leftover archaeobotanical evidence of ornamental plants and luxury items existed within those areas. 2 pits were found that were utilized as dumping grounds for a specific group of nobility. These pits have been labeled the Mir Pit and the Ducal Pit. Both of these were owned by the Este family, a group of Italian nobility of that era. Here are the results of that experiment. The Ducal Pit carried many luxury artifacts such as pottery, glass, small bone, onyx dice, pearls, beads made from coral or garnet, ivory, bone, wood, glass, and a great deal of organic remains, indicating that the possibility of material being lost within that dig site at some point or another, or broken glass and pottery being dumped in that region, is well within the realm of possibility. Various luxury items such as the bones of various mammals, fish, and birds, as well as the remnants of oysters and other shellfish and crustaceans, luxury items even back in that time period, were also found within that dig site. Burned charcoal remains of various plant material, such as remnants of seeds and fruit, were also found at dig site. Amongst the dig sites, several plants, mostly of cultivated and domesticated fruits and vegetables, alongside other aromatic plants are found, all of which are listed on a screenshot seen above. 80% of the plant remains belong to seeds or fruit, with the exception of grape and fig. When counting wine grapes and figs, it's 100%. Grape seeds, however, appeared more often than not within all pre-existing dig sites. The 3 most constantly seen seeds within the dig site were remnants of melon, grape, and medlar, as well as black mulberry. This is followed by sweet and sour cherry. The Ducal Pit also had evidence of remnants of pomegranate being within that food pit, indicating that a luxury item for the nobility was pomegranate. Other crops found within the Ducal Pit were apricot and quince, as well as various types of exotic goods such as Chinese lantern and dewberry, and elderberry, and water chestnut. From a vegetable perspective, most of the vegetables were represented by remnants of purslane. What was then a common crop was now a common weed. Remnants of bottle gourd and carrot were also found within that dig site. Various spice remnants were also found there, such as coriander, parsley, and fennel. Chickpeas were also found within that dig site, but cereals and pulses only made up 0.6% of that dig site. The most interesting and abundant remnant within that group was 78 olive stones. The stone shapes were different for different individuals, indicating possible different cultivars. Remnants of hemp and flax were also found, as well as Camellia sativa. Remnants of ornamental plants were also found, such as rose hips, pansy species, Dionyphus species, crimson clover, and remnants of evergreens and trees, as well as various remnants of water lily. The Mir Pit likewise contained all these ingredients. However, one of the key differences between the Mir Pit and the Ducal Pit was that the common grape, blackberry, and fig was found lower concentrations in the Ducal Pit in comparison to the Mir Pit and other Ferrara region dig sites. This dig site indicates that, unlike most other dig sites we have available, the Ducal Pit was actually a waste pit, utilized for kitchen preparations, winemaking, syrup making, and jam making, and so on and so forth. Not a household refuse pit like most other pits that they have available. Most of the fruit found within this pit are also represented in paintings of general daily life of the various nobility within that region. Many such fruit, for instance, have been seen in the fresco of the Triumph of Venus allegory. For instance, 40 of the food plants found within the ducal pit are also reported as table fruits, as well as food dressings or recipe ingredients in the cookbook by Messer Bugo, written by a chef of the Este court. During his time as the Este chef, he recommended different grape products to be utilized in different ways, such as unripe grape juice, vinegars, wines, and dried grapes for different dishes. He also described the storage capabilities of different ingredients and how to store them properly. Dried figs were utilized in several different recipes, including one recipe that was used to feed a 94-person lunch in August 1530. Other recipes were used to make candied melon seeds and the recommendation for eating raw melon. Other recipes for bottle gourd dishes, fried vegetables, and fresh fruit cakes were also found. Likewise, rare and better food was a mainstay for luxury items during that time period. So the rarest items on the menu were often used as a symbol for nobility. But as time went on, more mundane, in quotes, ingredients such as pomegranate, olive, apricot, and coriander were also incorporated into the noble's diet. The archaeobotanical data from this ducal pit also corresponds with the gastronomic delights that are commonly being consumed during the 10th century AD onwards. Within that Italian region, sweet cherry and sour cherry were common alongside melon. Other common fruits grown at that time were black mulberry and medlar. And many of the Renaissance Italy era plants utilized for herbs have also been found within the ducal pit. And many of these herbs may have been imported from other regions. Well, that about covers everything. Thank you for watching.